Hello everyone, welcome one and all. It is a night game in a rainy Paul Brown Stadium, another rain game in Cincinnati. Matt No One just loves to randomize rain. The rain randomization, the RNG for rain, if you will, in this game has to be like, dude, like what? Like 80%? I don't know. I feel like most of our games have been in the rain. Either way, we are at home facing the Jacksonville Jaguars at prime time. We are off to our best start since taking over the Bengals. However, this is only year 2, but we're still off to a great start. And the last video, you saw that we had a pretty hot start to the season, but we are coming off of a loss. Or coming off a win. We lost to Jacksonville, then beat Pittsburgh for the second time, and now we're playing Jacksonville for the second time here at home. So, the first quarter comes to a close, and absolutely nothing of note happens. This is a pretty top-heavy game, as both teams are only facing one loss so far this year. And we're going to send out a rookie kicker, Green, to kick what is probably just about his longest, a 52-yard field goal, and he nails it. So, as hilarious as it is for me to draft a kicker, it's paying off. It's paying dividends right now. So, cut further ahead into the first half, and the Bengals offense has another opportunity with the football as we pick up a nice gain to get into Jacksonville territory. So, Pt.7 Smith's going to drop back now, scan over his options, and he's going to find McGee across the middle for another first down. So we're going to play with some timeouts here and see if we can't add some points onto the board, potentially add to our lead. So with 1 minute left to go, Pt.7 Smith has pressure, but he finds Peter Warrick, who makes the catch here in one-on-one coverage inside the 10-yard line, and now we have prime field position to add to our 3-point lead. So a high snap for Smith, but he still has plenty of time to make a good decision. Just taking his time. Jeez Louise, no one is absolutely getting back there, and he tries to float that one out to McGee, the tight end, who can't make the diving catch for it. That would have been a difficult one for a tight end to make for sure. So on second and goal, 48 seconds left to go. Pt.7 Smith again in shotgun formation from about the 6 or 7 yard line, and that one sails into the dirt as he cannot connect with Horn. And so on third and goal, we need to get in the end zone, and again, we cannot convert. So that is going to bring out Green again for another opportunity to nail a field goal, and he always loves to take those opportunities, as his rookie year is he's going on a Linsanity run right now in his rookie year. The kicker is one of our highlights, so I'll take it. If anyone from our rookie class is shining, I will take it. So second and short for the Jaguars. They're trying to get into the end zone or do anything, and Burnell is going to absolutely float this one out, and he finds a man who wasn't even open in double coverage, but he hauls it in out of bounds, so that's going to bring up third and short now for Jacksonville. Just 18 seconds left to do anything of note, and Burnell is going to float this one out, and he just about finds Newsome's hands. He can't quite haul it in. Remember, it is rainy and a little slick out there, so he cannot convert it, so they're going to bring out Hollis to knock in a 45-yarder, but kind of sketchy 45-yarder, but that one does go through. So in this nasty, rainy primetime game, it is going to be 3-6 at the end of the first half. An absolute barn burner here after 30 minutes of play, air quotes on 30 minutes. But Jacksonville's going to have an opportunity with the football early in the second half, and Burnell's going to go for his check down and get close to the sticks here. So 2nd and 3 now in I formation. They're going to go with the handoff to the fullback, who's got a little bit of open space to the right side, and he's going to pick up a handful and get the first down more importantly. So on 1st and 10, they're going to go with a fake handoff, and Burnell finds an open man who is ahead of our defenders. He just had a good half step on him. So it's going to be 1st and goal for the Jaguars inside the 5-yard line, about the 2 or 3 yard line, and they're going to go on the ground here to Fred Taylor, and he is going to make us pay for leaving such a gaping hole like that as he finds the end zone grass to take a lead, give Jacksonville the lead. It is only a 4-point lead, but they have the lead nonetheless as we head down to the final frame of play here in the fourth quarter. Jacksonville again has an opportunity with the football, as we are unable to really do much of anything with it in this game. And they're going to go with Fred Taylor. He's not going to get much here, but they are cooking in Bengal territory, so our defense is going to have to tighten up here if we want an opportunity at winning this football game and maintain our strong start to the year. So we now cut here to 3rd and short for the Jaguars. Are going to go on the ground to Taylor again, who gets blown up at the line of scrimmage. He cannot break through as our D-line comes up strong. So they're going to bring out Hollis again to try and knock home a super long kick here. And they're basically just trying to burn clock here as the game is pretty much in their hands. There's still plenty of time for our offense to come out and do something here. And if Jacksonville can't convert the field goal, which they can't, I mean, we kind of knew this wasn't going to get anywhere close. He's kicking this from about our 45-yard line, so that had to be what, like a almost 60-yard field goal? I mean, geez. Yeah, there was no way that was going in, especially in this era of the NFL. So we're going to get pretty good field position here to try and answer back to Jacksonville late in this game. It is still a 10-6 ball game, so all we need to do is find the end zone, and this one is essentially ours as we start things off with Corey Dillon up the middle, and he gets a nice gain. So on second and short in shotgun formation, Achilles Smith is going to get rid of this one quick and try to find McGee again, who drops it again. Haven't really been able to connect very well with him all game, which is unfortunate. So that's going to bring up a third and short situation for the Bengal offense. We have to convert here. Still 2 minutes in the game, but we really need to get moving as Achilles Smith pump fakes probably 3 times and tries to float them out to, I believe that was Peter Warwick, who tried to make a diving catch, and again, just not on the mark is Achilles Smith. So 4th and 2, Achilles Smith's going to go with a fake handoff and keep it himself, and this is the first time in this series we've really seen Achilles Smith do much with the football on his own as far as running goes or scrambling, and he picks up the first down and will keep this Bengals drive alive. So running the hurry up now as time is of the essence, and he's going to find Corey Dillon out of the backfield, who makes the catch, has to kind of come back for it, as again, Achilles Smith isn't really on the mark, and he does a great job of extending the play after the catch and picking up another first down. So with a minute and a half left to go, the Bengals now find themselves in pretty solid field position, and Achilles Smith is finally able to connect with McGee, the tight end, who doesn't really get much on the play, but at least he does make the catch. And so 2nd and 6, the clock is continuing to run as we continue with the hurry-up offense, as Achilles Smith wants to try and get this one in quick, and he finds Peter Warwick as Jacksonville's secondary just was not prepared for the pace that we're playing right now, and Peter Warwick was kind of on an island on his own, so we pick up another first down, and now with just a minute left to go, just outside the 10-yard line, we have prime position as Achilles Smith goes with his check down, and Corey Dillon, who makes the first man miss and gets brought down by the sticks. I mean, this is a solid play by Corey Dillon, making the spinning catch just to haul the ball in, and somehow makes that first man miss, and almost gets away from the second man, but kind of stumbles in his own juke before he's brought down inside the 5. So on 2nd and 1, we have an opportunity for a fresh set of downs, but of course we want the touchdown, and there it is as we find Ron Dugans for his first touchdown of the game. And this 2-minute drill that we were running here finally caps off. Maybe I can catch my breath now because, good Lord, I mean, we were moving fast. But no lead is sacred in this game. Even with less than a minute to go, Jacksonville still is in prime position to make something happen, and they do exactly that. So no chance to catch my breath because we are just going to exchange scoring drives, I guess, as Mark Brunell with one Hail Mary throw, essentially, to McAdley, I think. I couldn't really see the name clearly, but he makes the catch here. That's been one of the top receivers for Jacksonville so far this game. And so we now need to answer back, and we're off to a great start as we find Horn, who makes a nice reception and gets us closer to midfield. Now we have 27 seconds. There's still timeouts to be used. That might have been our last one. Achilles Smith gets a high snap, and he just gets rid of the football with pressure in his face. And we find Ron Dugans again, and he is inside the 20. So we do still have a timeout here with 19 seconds. We are on the door, knocking with another chance to score very closely. So Achilles Smith here has a clean pocket, and he finds Ron Dugans again, who falls forward into the end zone for another Bengal touchdown. Good Lord, 2 touchdowns within a minute of play, I believe. And now the lead changes yet again. Jaguars with 10 seconds left to go. The pressure's getting to Burnell, but he gets rid of it again, and it is a humongous pickup for Jacksonville. They still have timeouts, so with 5 seconds, there's another chance for another play, and we've seen what can happen with just one play. And Mark Burnell, the clock is at 0-0. This has to be a touchdown or nothing. Burnell's got all the time in the world. He floats it up, and he finds an open man, and the defender misses, and it's a touchdown for Jacksonville. You gotta be kidding me. The lead exchanges 3 times, and Jacksonville is the one who comes away with the dub. Absolutely harrowing, just disgusting. I hate to see it. I hate that it happened. I cannot believe what I just witnessed. This is unbelievable. Mark Burnell had 30 seconds to do something with the football. I mean, look, you look at the stats here, it's obvious that Jacksonville was the better team today, and we didn't even make as many mistakes as we normally do. Achilles Smith is normally handing out baked goods, interceptions all the time, but today he was somewhat smarter with the football, I guess, but our offense just could not capitalize. I mean, here, look at the stat line here. It's actually one of Achilles Smith's better games in the stripes, so I really can't put this one on him. Corey Dillon doesn't really produce much for us on the ground. Ron Dugan's an absolute masterclass for him, and a lot of receptions for Peter Warwick, all things considered, but not a whole lot of yardage or production, so not too much to speak of offensively. I mean, we really just needed to do better. Rondé Barber with 2 TFLs. That's nice to see. That's pretty cool. And then, of course, John Green, our rookie kicker. So we do win our game against the Ravens the following week in pretty convincing fashion to get to 4 and I believe that would be 4-2 on the year, but then we follow that up with a 1-possession loss to the Browns to get to 4-3. So our 3-1 start is quickly turned into 4-3 as we now have a couple conference games, an out-of-conference game, just a long road stint here to San Diego, Detroit, and Miami. That's a really tough road schedule to try and make here in back-to-back weeks. But we're going to examine this Chargers game here as we kind of get through the meat of our schedule here, like the middle part of our schedule. And it's all the more important that we kind of win these games here against non-division opponents, just to kind of help the record out here. So we are in San Diego, and it is a rare rainy day in San Diego. And as you saw in the opening cinematic, Ray Lucas is San Diego's quarterback. I believe that is their rookie that they drafted. I'm not sure what the quarterback situation for the Chargers is in this game particular. I think Flutie might still be a thing. I don't know, but yeah. So or Ryan, I get them confused. Ryan Leaf. That may still be a thing at this time. So the Chargers have switched up and gone with Ray Lucas as their quarterback, their rookie QB. But we are already cooking here right around midfield. It's a 2nd and inches situation, but Achilles Smith wants everything, and he finds Ron Dugans, who hauls it in. He had about a half step on a few Chargers defenders, but he hauls it in. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at about the 30-yard line for the Bengals. We go on the ground with Corey Dillon, and again, he's getting stuffed. Not much doing on the ground game. I really want to see more from Corey Dillon in this season. He really didn't do much for us last year. He came in clutch in certain moments, but we need a lot more explosive plays here as we find ourselves in 3rd and long at the top of the 2nd quarter. So Achilles Smith's going to drop back and float it out to Corey Dillon out of the backfield, and he's going to drop the football, and there's nothing but Charger defenders in place to receive that ball. So it is a turnover for Corey Dillon, as I was just talking about needing some production, and the Chargers are going to fumble the ball right back. They're going to put the ball on the ground. So some sloppy football already as the ball exchanges hands twice now, just a couple plays. So as things turn, we now have a fresh set of downs and a new opportunity here at the 20-yard line, and Achilles Smith is going to lay up an absolute duck to Harrison, Rod Harrison, the strong safety, and the Chargers get the ball back again. So we are just exchanging turnovers in the same part of the field. No one can really do anything with it. No one wants to do anything with it. I mean, we just need to tighten up, man. If we want playoffs or anything to happen in year 2, we really got to play better football, because this is a pretty nasty stretch of ball we're playing right now. And this Chargers team really has not come out swinging, so we have to take advantage of that. So it's 3rd and short. We need our defense to come up big here as Lucas drops back, and he's got some coverage up front, so he's going to take his time and find an open man who does haul that ball in, but he is out of bounds. So the Chargers are going to bring up the kicking unit, and their kicker is able to nail that one home. It's Carney who knocks home a 38-yard field goal, and the Chargers will take a 3-0 lead after the turnover debacle earlier in the quarter. So the Chargers have another opportunity here late in the first half as the clock is underneath a minute, and Lucas is going to throw up an interception, and it's going to be a fumble by Newsome. So Newsome gets the interception, he fumbles it on the tackle, and the Chargers recover. So the Chargers actually get a gain of yardage, but it's going to be another 3rd down situation for San Diego, and they do not convert as they burn off most of the time in the 2nd quarter. So it's going to be another field goal attempt for their kicker Carney, who does knock home a 51-yarder this time. So a whole mess of turnovers creates for a very ugly first half that sees the Chargers add 2 field goals to take a 6-0 lead. So another barn burner of a game after one half that this Bengals team is playing. But Lucas is cooking up. And excuse me, Lucas is not the rookie QB. I guess he's their backup. I think it's what I meant to say. It was their backup because their starter is injured. So we're playing against Ray Lucas, the backup. So issue that correction. There's going to be a lot of them, as I'm not too familiar with the rosters from this time. As I've stated earlier in the series, there's going to be a lot of corrections that you can probably make in the comments. I welcome you to make them. So 2nd and inches for the Charger offense at our 10-yard line, and just toe dragging right there inside the pylon is Graham as he makes the catch, but he is not in bounds. So 3rd and inches for the Chargers. Now they're going to go with the ground game, and it's going to work out beautifully as Ingram, their rookie running back, makes the open move there. Basically, it was a wide open lane that he just shot through and got into the end zone. So the Chargers' lead extends, and we are really struggling now in San Diego. I mean, it's a long road trip to try to make, but still, I mean, 0 points. This late in the game, it's just rough. This is brutal. So we got to get something rolling here as we were in the 4th quarter, and our offense is finally driving a little bit as we find Peter Ward close to the sticks, and Junior Seau is hurt on that play, so that might be something to look out at. So 3rd and short, though, for the Bengals. We need to convert, and we flip the one out to McGee. McGee and Corey Dillon were both kind of tangled up there, but McGee comes down with it and gets the first down. So the Bengals are going to run the hurry up now as we need to do something with the time. The Chargers have a lead, but it's not like a massive lead. So if we can score quick, then something can happen. But Achilles Smith throws that ball into traffic, not being smart with the football per usual, and that one gets batted to the ground safely, fortunately. So 2nd and 10, Achilles Smith trying to run from some pressure that's getting to him, and it is a wide open Peter Warwick who makes the catch, and he cannot stop his momentum and stay in bounds, but he does make the catch close to about the 5-yard line. So that is going to be a significant pickup for this offense and get us right in scoring range, just like we need here to maybe get a nice kick in the pants, if you will. So 1st and goal with 1.5 minutes left to go, and Corey Dillon, Achilles Smith is going to find Peter Warwick in the corner of the end zone, but he is out of bounds. It's going to bring up 2nd and goal. Achilles Smith again with a clean pocket and plenty of time to make a play, and he's taken way too long to make that decision, but he finds Horn, who hauls it in for a touchdown. The Bengals finally add some points here and answer very late into this football game, but never say never in Madden 01, because literally anything can happen, and we've seen it. Did you see the end of the Jags game in this same video? You've seen it. So we're going to go for the onside kick, and since I'm showing it to you, some chicanery is going to happen, and the big man recovers it, and he actually returns it probably a good 5-10 yards. So we do not get the onside kick, and that is going to be all she wrote as the Chargers 13-7 lead holds in that last minute, and we are handed our 4th L on the year. We finally get back to 500. We fall to 500 after such a great start. So a 3-1 start turns into a 1-3 stretch, and we are in the dog days of the season yet again. We really shouldn't have struggled, I guess, to the Chargers like this. The Chargers are, I mean, on paper, I guess, are about as good as a team as we are. Clearly, I think they're struggling with injuries, so we probably had the upper hand here. Achilles Smith again with another pretty horrendous game quarterbacking for us. I realize I keep saying that a lot, and he's still here, so I'm not really sure what the future holds there. But I mean, his overall is good, so I just keep kind of relying on it, that it kind of works out, because we are winning games, but not nearly enough games for the kind of roster that I have fielded right now. I know it hasn't changed a lot, but we've added a lot in rookies, and a lot of the guys we do have are progressing in the right direction. So on paper, we do not have a bad roster. So looking here at our own injury report here, so a couple significant names, and there's Chris Waller, the rookie who made such a huge lasting impression in the first video from this season, has been out for a large chunk of the season. I think that's why Horn has been getting so many opportunities because Chris Waller's been out for a significant chunk of the season. And we follow up with our loss to the Browns and Chargers with another loss to the Lions, which shouldn't have happened, and another loss to the Dolphins. So a 4-game losing streak drops us to 4-6 down the stretch, and this season is quickly unraveling in front of our very eyes. Just a couple games that just should not have been losses on the schedule that we really can't defend. So we need to bounce back in the next video, and hopefully I see you guys there when we are in Nashville taking on the Titans.